up, guys? It's Ohei with Jingo and Grow Strong, and I'm in the studio now. We tried to film outside. You saw the beautiful beach intro. But anyway, we're back with a awesome mini course, and today we're doing Escapa and Giro de Costa. What is that, you say? We have some awesome movements, transitions, in order to get, and these are the type of things that it lets you do. Lets you disappear and pop up behind your opponent. Lets you escape, awesome attacks in a fancy way. And it also helps you set up some very sweet counterattacks. So we're going to do this in a 2 to 3 part series. I'm thinking of adding a third part just to show you some different variations, but at least this is going to be the basics foundations of Escapa. It's very nice, and it's based on Meia, Compasso. There's 2 different things that I'll go over when I actually go through it, but pretty sweet move. Now I would classify this as a advanced beginner technique because you got to know your fundamentals first. If you don't know that yet, get my free course. I'll put the link below. Get my fundamentals of Capoeira encyclopedia of moves. Get those. I'll put those links below. And then when you're ready, once you've kind of got the basics, this is the next move. Now this is going to help you also just look very cool and add a dynamic, a cool dynamic to your movement and give you some different dimensions to move and create space where there's no space. That type of thing. So ready to do some magic? Let's go and get started. Let's go. All right, let's get started. So in order to do this move, you have to know Meia, Compasso. So if you don't know that, I'll put the link above where you could go and see the step-by-step, the 90-second MMA Capoeira workout. This is pretty much what it is. Okay, so this is the move Escapa and Giro de Costa are derivatives of this move. So we set up for our Meia Compasso in step 1. We step across, touch the floor. Now instead of kicking that leg, the kicking leg drags to parallel, stops there. Now I want you to do it like this for now. Then we come up to body, hands up. So I want you to pay attention to the body. That's why I just have the camera on the body alone. Again, step across, Meia position. Now instead of kicking the leg, you drag it, stop at parallel, and then your torso comes to the left. So that's, in this case, you're towards your kicking leg into body. So what it looks like is this at regular speed. Okay, this is called Escapa in our group. Other groups will call it something else. So similarly on the other side, Meia position 1. The kicking leg drags. Keep your head down. Okay, and then you come up basi to the other side. Now look at what side that is. It's towards the kicking leg side. So again, step across, Meia position 1, kicking leg drags, and then the torso and hands come up basi towards the kicking side. That's very important. It's also important that you keep your head down because when you start using this, a kick is going to go right underneath. You're going to be sneaking under kicks. You can't do it sloppily, or you're going to get kicked in the head. Okay. So here is what the drills that we're going to do. Quexada. And then we immediately go as if into Escapa. Now we're going to pretend like we're going to do Meia and then we do Escapa instead. So Quexada lands at the back, hands touch the floor as if it's Meia, and then we do Escapa instead. Now we're going to do this for all kicks, Quexada, Armada, and Meia. So we're going to do the other side, Quexada. This is what it's like at regular speed. This is a sweet move. This is it's so simple, just use 2 moves. But this is a beautiful move once you start using it in the roda, or just practicing it in the mirror, or practicing it at home, or practicing it in front of your camera. Quexada, slice right to Escapa. Okay, cool. We're going to start doing that with Armada. Same thing. Okay, Armada, we land to the back. Now it is important everywhere we land. Step across, Armada land to the back, and we pretend like we're going to do Meia. Instead, we do Escapa. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, again. We're going with Armada, land to the back, touch the floor, Escapa, land to the base. Now, in a little while, we're going to talk about landing, where to land your foot. For now, just do it like this. I don't want to confuse you. I just want you to land in parallel only. Don't over rotate. Don't do it too much. Okay, this is where you need to land that Escapa leg. So Armada, touch the floor, and just slide that kicking leg to parallel only. Don't go past it. Okay. Like I said, I'll mention it later a little bit. Why? I just want to keep it very simple for now. Okay, so same thing. Everything with Quexada, Armada, Meia. There's Armada to the other side. This is very smooth once you get it. Now look at the sliding dynamic on this move. Okay, it's like drags on the floor and it slides. Very smooth, and that's the aesthetic of this move. Okay, it needs to be like that. Now when we go to the next move, you're going to see the difference. Meia Compasso, Escapa. Simple as that, just like the last 2. Whenever we learn a new acrobatic or a new move, we want to do everything, both sides, to all 3 of our basic kicks, Quexada, Armada, and Meia, just so you always know. I love to teach amazing things to ordinary people, and this is how we do it. Keep it simple. Okay? Keep it very simple. We don't try to complicate it right away. Once you got the fundamentals, you can always stack up those blocks of fundamentals. For now, let's keep it simple. Okay, So that's that. Now we're gonna go step it up to the next level. This is advanced stuff. This is Swingthru. So same thing, Quexada. Now we don't land. We go immediately to Escapa. Now this takes a lot of practice. I've been doing this for years, so my leg goes true right to where it's supposed to go. So we didn't stop our foot on the floor. It just immediately went as if we did Quexada to Escapa. Okay, so this was like regular speed. Look how my head dips still. It doesn't get sloppy and stay up just because the momentum is swinging me, because it will. You have to discipline yourself in putting your head down. Trust me on this one, guys. In the next mini course, I'm going to show you with a partner why we need to have good discipline on this by getting our head and torso down. For now, just listen to me and just do it, to the base. Now, this one here looks like it's advancing a little bit. Don't worry about that. You could do it advancing. For this case, because I'll explain on the next one why whenever we get a partner, we're actually using this, okay? So again, everything we do is Quexada, Armada, Meia. It goes Armada, over rotate, it doesn't touch the floor. It goes immediately to Escapa without touching, see? This is even smoother. And you're gonna see how amazing this is once we put it all together in part 2. For now, just learn this. This is hard enough. This has a lot of momentum on Armada. To go into that Escapa. Once you start mastering this, this is when you really start stepping up your movement game and your counterattack game. Okay, so boom. Okay, that's Meia de Compasso. Now, Meia, it's hard to swing through. I just did it. But trust me, when you start doing it, you don't have to bother unless you really want to master it. I tell my students we kind of skip it a lot, just because the up and down of it is what's tricky. Okay, so as I step off the screen really fast to check my notes, let me talk a little bit about that. Meia, and your head goes up and down, so the swing through it's pretty hard, and I rarely use it. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to Giro de Costa. This is the second part. So this is what we call Giro de Costa. So it's pretty much the same thing, but it's a step. The one before we set up for Meia de Compasso. The one before was a slide. This one is a bend, take your foot off, and step. Okay, we call this Giro de Costa in our group. So like I said, watch my body, watch my torso, watch everything. It's not that smooth sweeping motion, it's a step. Okay, it conquers the same goal, but there is different usages for it, as you'll see in the next one. Just learn how to do it. And always, whenever you're coming through and advancing, always keep your hands up. With Bazu, keep up, because you're stepping into a potential attack. Move, Giro de Costa, or spin to the front, spin to the back. Okay, this is what it looks like at regular speed. Very nice. Okay. So it's like almost a backwards Olé, but we want to pretend that we're doing a Meia de Compasso, that we're gonna do that kick, but we don't. We step and we advance instead. Now look at this one. This one does advance forward. It doesn't sweep out to the side like the Escapa. So now let's put it together with Quexada. Like I said, everything we do, let's keep it simple. This is how you master stuff. Repetition is the mother of all skill. Quexada, land to the back. Then we go to Giro de Costa. Same as before, only with this variation. Quexada, land to the back, fake Meia, go into Giro de Costa. Okay? This is we're gonna do the same thing to both sides, and we're gonna do the same thing with all 3 kicks. It's a very sweet move. This is just your expression is pretty much what it's about. In a little while, we're gonna talk about like the aesthetic of it. But for now, in the body, it does serve a purpose. So like I said, we go to Armada. I'm gonna go a little bit faster. I'm not gonna slow it down, because now that you understand how we trained the first one, that's how we're gonna train these last ones. So Armada, land at the back, fake Meia, go to Giro de Costa. Back to Ginga. Everything you do, find your rhythm. This is the systematic way. Armada, land at the back. Beautiful. Keep it solid. Look how smooth this is. I've been doing this for years, and it looks so simple. But like I said, just keep on doing repetitions over and over again, and you'll be able to get it and make it look smooth and nonchalant. And then when I teach you how to use it, you're gonna be amazing, man. You're gonna be flying to the wall, tricking people, disappearing, popping up behind them, looking cool. Meia, same thing as we move to the last kick, and advancing on that Giro de Costa. Remember, it's a step. Take Meia, step, Giro de Costa. Okay, Meia, and stop and do the move. Giro de Costa. So cool. So focus on my body, my torso, my legs. Beautiful. Good. Okay, so the same thing. It's the same thing. After we master those 3, or at least do repetitions, we want to try to do a Swingthru. So now we're going to go advance on that same technique, Swingthru. Same thing. Quexada, Armada, and Meia, with without putting our foot down. So 1, it bends, you step, and make sure your torso goes down and you protect yourself, because this is going right underneath the kick. If you don't understand what I'm saying or what I mean, don't worry, it'll be all evident in the next video. For now, just learn how to do it like this. This is why I broke it up. This is how I teach my students. So break it up first. Do the move first, then worry about why we're using it. Okay? Learn these steps. Trust me, it's a process. And I've been very successful at making the ordinary man or woman or kid do amazing things. This is how we do it. Just do it, and then it'll become evident as soon as we throw in a partner. Whenever someone tries to go too fast and learn to, go too fast, and we throw them in there, they immediately get kicked because they go the wrong way, they panic, they get a live kick coming at them, their partner and doesn't, they're not pulling their kicks, legitimate kicks. But trust me, you're gonna do fine. Just do this, learn it, and Armada, over rotate, don't land, right to Giro de Costa. I go down, and you may want to touch the floor just to make sure that your torso goes down. Now, as you notice on some of them, I don't touch the floor because I have the control and the experience to just drop my torso without touching the ground. But I wanted to illustrate touching the ground makes you go down and be safe and go under the kick, because there's a specific timing to this. This isn't just for style. It's functional. This is a beautiful move. Okay, Giro de Costa, same thing. Meia, don't land. I'm going to show you a couple because you don't really need this one, but it'd be nice to have, but it's not too important. Learn the other ones first. Okay. Awesome. And that is Giro de Costa, Swingthru. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Jinga and grow strong.